On the Cartesian plane. Okay, so the Cartesian plane has got two dimensions, x and y, and we've got to be able to plot points on the Cartesian plane and read their coordinates. So there's two different things that we're going to do. Our success criteria says that we've got to understand that we crawl before we climb, and this should have a y there. That the x-axis is horizontal, horizontal goes across, and the y-axis is vertical, and vertical goes up and down. Okay, and we're going to write them in that format. I'll explain this a little bit more very soon. Okay, so what is the Cartesian plane? There's a question I asked myself for many years. Well, I'm going to highlight it so you can see it. Here it is. That's the Cartesian plane. So the Cartesian plane has an x-axis, which normally goes across, and a y-axis, which goes up and down. Okay, and it has numbers. Okay, so it has coordinates here, and you can see those over here. All right, they're positive this way, and they're negative this way and this way. So this is the Cartesian plane, just so to let you know again. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of all those highlighters, and it goes, what are quadrants? Well, quadrants, if we look at here, it looks like quad, and quad means 4. So we've got to split the Cartesian plane into 4 bits, and this is the first quadrant here. Okay, so I'm going to call that first quadrant. And make sure you write this down. This is second quadrant, third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. So it has this kind of, it goes like around like that and back up. Okay, and where is the origin? The origin is here. So this is the origin, and it has a coordinate, we say O, and it has a coordinate 0, 0. Okay, so it's the middle of the Cartesian plane where the x-axis intersects with the y-axis in the middle. Okay, so the origin is the middle. All right, now we're going to plot on the Cartesian plane. Now, one thing you've got to understand is that we go back to the learning goal. It's in this form, x before y. All right, so the first number is x, and the second number is y. And the way I like to remember it is that we crawl before we climb, and we can climb up and down, we can crawl across. Okay, so the first one tells us where to crawl. So where are we going to crawl to? On the x-axis, we're going to crawl to 2. Okay, now this one's we're going to go 1, and so we're going to climb. So we're going to climb up to here, and that's our point there. So I'm going to put a point there. So that point is called 2, 1. All right, so it's a way of measuring sort of things. Next one is 0, 0. We don't have to crawl or climb anywhere, and it's just the middle. We just saw that one. That's the origin. So that's 0, 0. Okay. And the next one there is that we're going to crawl to -2. So we always start on the x-axis. So we're going to crawl to -2, and we're going to climb to 2. So here. All right. We're going to do the same with all the rest. So we're going to crawl to 4. Oh, wrong way. Crawl to 4 down here, and we need to climb nowhere. So this is our point here. So this is the point 4, 0, and this is the point I should make it known, -2, 2. All right, next one. We're crawling nowhere, so we're staying here, and we're climbing down to -5. So we go. So that's our point there. So that's the point 0, -5. And the last one is that we crawl to 4. So let's crawl to 4. I'm going to do it in a different color. There we are. Let me do it this way. I'm going to crawl to 4. And where do I need to climb to? +4, so that goes up there. And this is our point there. So that's the point 4, 4. I'm going to get rid of all the highlighter so we can see it. there we go. So there are our points that we've done on the Cartesian plane. All right. Remember, it's x before y, and remember we crawl before we climb, and we can climb up and down quite easily. All right, that's it. Peace out.